Hey folks, back in the game here. In this video, we're going to go through 2025 Topps Series 1 Baseball. Stay tuned. The Topps Series 1 Baseball pre-order dropped, the notice for the pre-order dropped on the Topps website on Friday. I'm dropping this on the 11th of January, 2025 on Saturday morning. Just giving you a little preview of what's happening. So on Monday, the 13th, at noon Eastern, the Topps Baseball 2025 Series 1 is going to drop for pre-order. So they've given a little bit of, what's kind of expect in the set and things like that, but they haven't given a checklist yet. So we're just going to kind of go through a little bit of the things that I noticed when I was going through some of the different sites that are reporting on it. And I'll just give an overview of my thoughts on the set, pre-thoughts, I guess. So, these seem pretty standard. There's the 35th, the home field advantage, and some base cards. I'll go into the designs a little bit later. So like I said, January 13th at noon, this is going to drop for pre-order. In my experience, and I've only been back in the hobby a couple years, this is the cheapest you'll find it, is the pre-order on the Topps website. They may drop it for the same price on the day of release, but that usually doesn't last out there too long. So, if you're planning on buying this is always a good choice. This is going to drop on February 12th. It doesn't say specifically here, but I saw another website that said that. So I assume that that's probably fairly accurate. It's usually about a month. So this goes on the 13th of January. The 12th seems legitimate. I'll change that if I, I'll let you know if that updates. I will do a second video on this that'll dive into the checklist as soon as the checklist is out. I expect the checklist is probably going to come out on, the day of pre-order, the 13th. So be looking out for that. So looks like pretty standard configuration, 350 card base set. In the hobby box, you get one autograph or relic. In the jumbo box, you get 3 hits, including at least 1 autograph per jumbo box. I don't know what 3 hits means. Usually it was like a autograph and 2 relics, but I don't know if hits are going to be something else. I am not going to buy a jumbo box this year. In general, a lot of times I see people saying jumbos are the best way to go, and this, may be true in a lot of cases. But I have not had great luck with jumbos, and I don't know. I kind of like opening hobby boxes a little better. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the giant packs they put into jumbo boxes. There's a lot of talk about foil in this, and we'll go into that in a minute. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and just see what the configurations they'll have on the Topps website are. I expect there will also be value/blaster boxes. There'll be a Fanatics exclusive blaster. There'll be fat packs. There'll be the same stuff that they always have. There'll be a retail box probably. But this is what they're listing for the pre-order. So the hobby box is $89.99. You get 12 cards per pack, 20 packs per box. I think that's been standard for a little while now. A case is $1,079. Jumbo boxes are $179, and a jumbo case is $1,079. So the cases are 6 for jumbos and 12 for hobbies. They also have a mega box listed here that's 14 cards per pack, 16 packs per box. And then a case of those is going to be $9.99. Just a little bit of kind of what to expect, what has been released so far. So this is sort of a good picture of the top of the Series 1 box. It's got Judge on it. Looks very nice. They did sort of a reveal to Judge where they had him show up for a photo shoot, but actually it was a reveal that he was going to be the cover boy for Topps Series 1. So that's kind of cool. All right. So now I enjoy Beckett as sort of my primary source for checklist type stuff. But I'm not sure what they're doing here where they put the card itself on a white background. So it looks like there's no border and it looks really goofy. So anyway, in the next on the next tab, I'm going to go through and sort of give my thoughts on the design overall. What I want to talk about on this tab are the parallels. So people who look at these things and compare have posted a bunch in the past couple of days saying things that are missing, right? So it looks like the black border ones that were to $2.99, which are fairly popular, I think, and I have a couple that I really like, but it doesn't look like those are here anymore. It doesn't look like we've got the Mother's Day and Father's Day to 50 versions anymore, and I know those were pretty popular. We do have a canvas to 50, which is interesting. We have a lot of foils where there's some rainbow foil, like the regular rainbow foil. Then there's an aqua rainbow foil. There's purple, blue, black, red, and a platinum for one of one. So that's interesting. We'll see how that turns out. As I recall, there were higher numbers than 299 the last the last couple releases. So the idea that that the highest number is the gold's to 2025, but the highest number for the regular cards is to 299 is interesting to me. I think there was like a blue to 799 in most cases, and I think a 399 too. So they dropped 2 levels of that. So those were the just things that kind of stood out to me. I thought were interesting. Let's see down here. It kind of talks about one thing that I'm very interested in, and that is the stars of the MLB gets parallels this time. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know I am not a fan of stars of the MLB. They just jam that into every retail pack, and they're saturated. I don't understand why they put them in everything. However, they have now announced some parallels. So there's golds to 50, orange to 25, black, red, and foil fractors all the way down to 1. So that's kind of interesting in that those retail boxes and packs will have, they'll have the stars of the MLB, but they will have, a chance to get something really cool. So I like that. Talks about the inserts a little bit here. There's an all Topps team insert, first pitch, greatest hits, ball to the hall. That'll be interesting to see what that is. And training grounds. I think it's got the same type of stuff where there's going to be even the heavy lumber and the home field advantage and all those short print type things. And then it talks about down here that there are going to be real one autographs, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that entails on a flagship card, because flagship cards are already on-card autographs, and I sort of thought the idea of real one autographs in Heritage was that it was, an on-card autograph. So I don't know what that entails here. Maybe I was off on what real one means, but I'm interested to see what that is. And the other thing that kind of stood out to me here is that at the bottom here, it says Rickwood Auto Relic Collection cards. I don't know what that is. So we'll see. And it talks a little bit about the mems, but mems are not really something I look at or for. So I'm not going to go into that. All right, so let's move on to the next page. Let's talk a little bit about the design. So you can see here that they were smart, and this is checklistinsider.com, and I'll put all these links in the description. They have a good color offset, so you can see the full card here. So anyway, this is the Skeens card. This is the first one they sort of put anywhere, and I've heard a lot of varying opinions on the design. I'm not. It seems it's almost as polarizing as last year, and some are like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, and I don't get that if you've ever seen 2021. So I think it looks great. I like the curved line. I like the team name over on the side. I like how it looks. I like the color thing match on the side with the sort of yellow stripe and the yellow at the bottom. I'm looking forward to see what that looks like in chrome. The thing that's a little controversial so far is the position indicator here. It looks fine to me. It's interesting. It's different. I like that. The only thing I'm worried about is that when there's a guy who has more than one position, when there's weird positions like DH, and how are you going to differentiate between starting pitcher and relief pitcher? Are they both going to be just on the mound here and it's just going to be pitcher? I'm not sure. It's not something I'm super concerned about. Like, oh my God, this is going to make or break the set. That's not a worry of mine. I just think it's interesting to think about. Here's the Judge card. I think it looks very nice. This Ellie Future Stars looks incredible. I like horizontal cards. I know most people don't. I really like it though. And I love the capture there that sealing a base looks great. And let's see, I think down here. So let's talk a little bit about the 1990 design. I'm going to, date myself a little bit here. I was 16 when the 1990 set came out, and that was the first year I collected cards, really at all. I hear a lot of people in this hobby say, man, Topps was, and always has been the best baseball cards, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you'd look anywhere else. Obviously, you can't look anywhere else today, except for unlicensed stuff. But in 1990, Upper Deck had just taken the hobby by storm in 1989, and were clearly, in my opinion, the superior cards. All of my friends who were collecting cards, Upper Deck was the upper echelon and Topps was near the bottom. So it's really sort of a like gaslighting, revisionist history type thing to me that everybody says that. I don't get it. Maybe I'm remembering things wrong. I don't know. Who knows? But this design is not one of my favorites for sure. I am interested to see what that's going to look like in chrome though. So we'll see how it goes. I certainly like the 89 design better, but they're doing it for 35. They're doing it 35 years back. So this was the next one in line. And then just a little bit on this last page. There's nothing exciting here. Oh, right. So there is the one card that hasn't been shown yet is this Barry Bonds autograph. Barry Bonds is not a guy that I'm particularly interested in collecting. However, he hasn't signed in many years. And it's a big deal for a lot of people in the hobby that he's signing again. So, having him in this set is maybe going to be a draw, we'll see how it turns out, but it might be. If I haven't mentioned it before, the draw that I've heard so far for rookies and nothing's confirmed yet, is probably Dylan Cruz and James Woods. And I don't know if that's enough to just, set this set on fire or not. I'm guessing probably not, but we'll have to see, how it all turns out. I will have another one of these when the checklist comes out, so we can sort of go in depth on that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you are new here, please click subscribe. I always appreciate a like and a comment in the videos, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.